Hi, you guys. So if you are watching this, that means that you are ready to start part 4 in week 6. We're going to be looking at chapters 18 through chapter 33. So it's quite a big load, so make sure that you guys really think about your time management. We did make it so there was less activities for you guys to actually do here, but that doesn't mean that there isn't still work for you to do. So make sure that you do the work. There is less activities. That means they're worth a couple more points than usual, so please just do the work, okay? So let's get started. So if you're watching this video, that means you're on this page and you see the troubleshooting link. So it's the exact same link as it usually is, just letting you guys know what to do if you are struggling, okay? So in this video, or in this slide, sorry, we're going to be looking at part 4, and looking at chapters 18 through 33, going over his time as a prisoner of war. And then you're going to be really focusing on the comparing and contrasting of the two camps that he's in and understanding the impact of some of these characters. So just as always, here's the page that has the links to read the video, book, and to listen to the audio. If you click on these chapters, you will get up the audio, and it takes about 90 minutes in total to listen to the entire book. So make sure, like I said, you guys, that you're thinking of time management and how you're going to do this, okay? Now, for your first activity, we're asking you guys to compare the two camps that Louis is in. So after you're done reading chapter 18, just write down your 6 bullets. It says right here 6 bullets for each camp. So as soon as you are done reading chapter 18, make sure you write down 6 bullets here. And then it goes into the next camp. In the next camp, he's going to be in there from chapters 19 to 31. However, you could start writing about some of the major events that happen in chapters 19. When I say major events, I'm talking more along the lines of like how they're treated, what's the camp like, what did they eat, things like that. So you can start talking about those things and creating your 6 bullets as soon as you're done with like chapter 21 is when I think would be a good time for you to start writing your bullets, okay? So you can start that then, and then that kind of gets you a good jump on what's going on pretty quickly. All right, and this whole activity is worth 12 points. I also say in here to use terms used in the book, okay? So I wouldn't just say they eat food. Well, what kind of food did they eat, okay? Or I wouldn't just say they had propaganda shoved in their faces. Well, what was the propaganda called? Okay, so that's what we're talking about when we say use the terms in the book, okay? All right, so the next activity talks about the character's impact. So there's going to be 7 characters that are listed on the next slide, and they're from chapters 18 through 31. And you guys are just supposed to look at these characters, decide if they're positive or negative impacts on Louis' life, and then say what the impact is, okay? What did they do? What was their major impact? So if we go over here, you guys will notice that each of the characters, they're going to come up in the book as they're listed. They're also going to come up more than once. So some of these characters are brought up more than once throughout those chapters that you guys are going to be reading, chapters 18 through 33. So keep that in mind. I will tell you that this character comes up in chapter 18, and he is only mentioned once. So once he's talked about in chapter 18, just go ahead and put in his impact. I'll tell you right now, it is a positive impact, and you'll see what he does. It's really sweet. All right, so this whole activity is worth 7 points, so keep that in mind. This whole activity is worth 7 points. Each character being talked about is worth 1 point. Okay, so the next activity. This question is answered in chapter 25, and I will say it is mentioned towards the end of chapter 25. It is, what is a postman calls, and what is your reaction to it? So you're just going to answer what it was and your reaction, okay? And it is worth 2 points. All right, our next activity is all about the end of the chapters. So it's chapters 31 through 33. They're no longer in the camps, and we just want to know, how did they get home? What was the homecoming like? What were the events? Just break it down, okay? Tell us everything. Everything you can think of, tell it to us, okay? How did they get home? What happened? How did they get from the prison to home? That's it. That's what we want to know, okay? So spend some time and just write it down. Your answer must be at least 3 sentences long, and then it's worth 5 points. Okay, so take some time and write it down. The answer will come up, you guys, in 31 through 33. Okay, we're not tricking you here. All right, last but not least, you guys, we're going to do a quick write. So this is your chance, you guys, just to unload all of your thoughts, your complaints, your feelings that you were having while you were reading about Louis' time in the POW camps. Okay, so what were your thoughts on Louis' time? Just write it all here. You need to have at least 3 sentences. Okay, so just anything you were feeling, put it here. And then, of course, we have our slides project. You guys are going to be doing this. It is on slides 13 through 14. This is the example. I'm going to really quickly just go into what we're really asking for. You guys, it doesn't say specifically to put a title, but it makes it a lot easier for us to understand what you're getting at if you start off by putting a title, okay? Then over here, I'm writing a caption, okay? So the caption kind of explains why we chose what we chose, why I'm saying what I'm saying. It goes along with the story, okay? I didn't just put in a random GIF and just say, okay, teachers know what I'm talking about. You want to make sure that you explain it, okay? Because this is your assessment. This is what they're deciding you understand the book about on it, okay? So take the time and write the captions. Same goes for the audio. Okay, a lot of you guys are actually missing the audio points. That's 2 points that you guys are missing. So find a song that you feel like goes with it, stick it in there, and talk about it. Okay, doesn't take very long, and you guys know music. Okay. Last but not least, down here, it's asking you guys to put in some explanation for your slides presentation, okay? So just like if you guys were presenting this to your classroom, your teacher is going to ask you, why did you choose to do what you did? Down here is the explanation. So it says, the slide represents the first few chapters of part 2, leaving home, being in the military, and getting a new bunch of friends that played pranks. That's it. It's 1 sentence that explains this, and it'll make sure that you guys get better points on your slides project. So if you're forgetting that, please do it. We're not having you do it just because we want to make you do more things. It's to help you. All right. So you're going to do that. You're going to get a perfect score on your second to last one. You guys got this. Good luck. Okay, bye.